That's the one. I don't even know if I can hear this. Jam on. Can y'all see it? Get down, boogie, 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 oogie, oogie.
Man, why you ain't help him up? Shit, I just got back in town, man. How the hell I supposed to know he was gonna go down
All right, stadium music for this is Mr. Sonny James. Mr. Sonny James playing on Twitch. My good brother Crate Digger was on there earlier, so I was watching him play on there as well. So I got to play in the background, something like that. So yeah, man. Hopefully everybody is good and great. Happy New Year. I know this is like the 26th day of January, which seems like March 15th. But yeah, Happy New Year to you and yours. Happy New Year to you and yours. Hopefully you are well. This is the Clear Vision Show. And we are here. We are bike. I am forcing myself to do this. Pretty late on doing this because I can't remember the last one I did. It had to be before the New Year or shortly after that. Not really sure, but nevertheless, thank you so much for tuning in. Clear Vision Show, not podcast, but show. I gotta let it know because you podcasting snobs will get on me about it. All right. So, with that being said, make sure you follow all the things in between, all that stuff, Mr. Al Pete on all socials, MPN Management on there as well, the Guru Suite. Yeah, that's where it starts and stops. All right. So make sure you go follow those for all the updates. And yeah. So with that being said, I don't have anything planned. I got some stuff written down, but I don't think I want to talk about any of those things. So this is basically content for the nets to keep the to keep the feed alive for that once a month thing that I do all the time. I should pick it up more, but listen, if you looked at the last video, not the last video, I remember doing this in January of 2025, and I feel like I've been very consistent. So I'm going to give a round of applause. Stadium music for myself for being very consistent with it. All right. Listen, one video once a month. I would love to kick those things back up or kick it up a little bit more, but we'll see how things flow. Just being very transparent with y'all, I have not been in the best spirits to even create on that tip, man. I think I'm finna put myself through another portal. But we'll see how that works. But nevertheless, it's been an interesting January. As you see, my background is different. Currently at my mother's house, making sure that she is good and well. So, you know how that goes. Some people know how that go. I am blessed. Round of applause to still have my mother in the building. She's in that number, and I want to keep her around as long as possible. So, with that, I am in a different atmosphere. This is a different camera. This is actually an iPhone 13 that I'm using. I am using my Vocaster 2, and I'm using the Vocaster microphone that I got. Shouts out to Afros Audio from when I won it a couple years ago. So this is what I have at my office at school. But I was like, let me take this in. I got my ring light in front of me, but I got all the things. I guess I could do a video of it, but nevertheless, it is not my regular setup. But I'm mobile and I could be anywhere with it. So always staying ready for the calls, Yeah, always know how to pivot and staying ready for the calls is what your boy is. All right. Oh, you know what? I probably should show some. I was going through like a bunch of stuff that my mom had from high school. Damn. I don't feel like going to get it, so I'll do it a little bit later. But nevertheless, I won't keep y'all too long. I feel like I'm rambling, so let me see how much long. Yeah, I've been rambling for like 4 or 5 minutes. So with that being said, a couple of things. Um, when I first started this, I was talking about my books, and I was going to tell y'all about the books that I'm reading currently, or talk about those, right? So I got a new book, um, The Laws of Leadership, 21 Laws of Leadership. Come on, let's see if I can see it. Oh, Jesus Christ. All right, y'all see it right here. See it right here. So there's a book. Shout out to my LB. Round of applause for my LB Doug. Doug Jones, my back. He was like, yo, you want to read a book together? It's about leadership. I think that was like a great alpha thing to do, alpha brother thing to do. So we are going to read this book together. Looking forward to it. I saw some chapters, and I like the layout of the chapters. So I'm definitely going to dive into these. One of my goals for 2026 is to read one book a month. So I kind of like, I do read books, but I'm more of a like a news article, blogs type guy. But the books are definitely heavy on it. But I said I was going to do one book a month. So that's the goal, because I'm putting myself back in order for the possible portal. If you get the drift, um, yeah. So they have content, it's like the table of contents. I was kind of looking through those, but they have like the law of intuition, the law of navigation, the law of addition, the law of connections, and then they give like a roundabout what it's going to be about. All right. Uh, this part right here. So it says the law of navigation. The subtitle is anyone can steer the ship, but it takes a leader to chart the course. And then they have a description of it. It says using a fail-safe compass, Robert Falcon Scott led his team of adventurers to the end of the earth into inglorious depths. They would have lived if only he, their leader, had known the law of navigation. Jesus Christ. How how horrific was that, right? Um, then there's one that says the law of sacrifice. A leader must give up to go up. Let's see. What would you give up for the people who follow you? Let me read it again. What would you give up for the people who followed you? This leader gave his life. Why? Because he understood the power of law of sacrifice. No, that's gonna be pretty interesting. So you got the law of buy-in, the law of victory. But yeah, it's let's see. Well, 20 obviously 21 chapters or whatnot. So looking forward to reading this. I would definitely keep y'all posted on what comes up with that. Um, I have another book. I don't know if the book is in here or not, but let me see if I can pull it. But yeah, I don't have nothing in order. I'll make sure I have it next time I'm talking. Be good. Stadium music for me being somewhat somewhat prepared. This is water, by the way. All right. So that's the book that I'm reading. Please feel free to share whatever books you're reading, whatever articles. If you have a recommendation, that'd be cool. You know what? I thought about it. I think it'd be cool to be like in a book club. I think it'd be pretty cool. Um, I don't know how much dedication I want to give to it, but I don't know. I think a book club would be cool. I think I want to try some new stuff out. But I feel like this book, specifically, I'm glad that my LB recommended that to me. Just from a brother, standpoint, brotherhood standpoint, I think it's cool that I had somebody that, that suggested a book and was like, let's read this together. So on some like each one, teach one, grow, that type of action. So definitely looking forward to reading that book. But if you got any books that you want to share that you think that I would like, feel free to share them with me. Okay. All right. What else do I have in mind that I would like to talk about? I'm gonna look at this list real quick. That boy twerking on the. Hold on. Hold on, let me see if I can show y'all. You should have saw him earlier. He was twerking on that thing. Twerking while he DJing. Speaking of, man, shouts out to all the DJs. National DJ Day came and went. Nobody really cares about DJs like that, so I ain't even act like I cared about it. It is a come and go type of situation, so yeah. Oh, one thing, yes. One thing I want to talk about. I made this very, very, very surface. I want to say brief, surface. All right. This is a thought that came to me when I was driving. Just because people are not saying things about certain situations, people, things, or whatnot, it doesn't mean that they're not conscious of what is going on. Some people just might not know what to say, but I do feel like on the levels that I've reached, or the levels that I've been blessed, knocking on wood, that I've been blessed to see, it's a lot of people that know what's going on, but sometimes it's just not best to really say it. It's really to like strategize and like put things in order and like be like execute on that tip, right? So I want people to understand that. I want people to understand that just because somebody is not saying something doesn't mean that they're not thinking it, or more importantly, they're not doing the work behind the scenes. All right. So, of course, I won't get too deep into it, but I feel like y'all can read between the lines, especially to the people that's watching this and might know me personally. Yeah, it's a lot of work going on that people don't see. There's a lot of strategic moves and plans that are being put in place that don't necessarily have to be put on display on like social media, or when you go around your group chats, or go around a group of people. They automatically don't say these things, right? So I just want people to have a little bit more grace and understanding that just because you see people that you think should be saying something and they're not saying stuff, that does not mean that that they don't care, or it doesn't mean that they're not thinking about it. 9 times out of 10, if you think about the caliber of person that you're wondering if they're doing or saying something, 9 times out of 10 they're working in the quietness of things. But in old prophet words of Antoine Patton, 9 times out of 10 times the quiet is the liveliest. The quiet is the livest, rumbling through your privates. All right. So I'm gonna say that again. 9 times out of 10 times, the quiet is the livest, rumbling through your privates. All right. So I break that down to basically say the people that are quiet, they are like militant, on some militant action. They on some strategic moves. They want to make sure that things are in order before they start doing the talking. They want to just really execute, and they want to execute from a mastermind standpoint, but at the same time to have grace and understanding of what's going on. So don't be so quick to judge people and think that people don't care, because some people care, but it don't have to be the care to the point where you thinking, oh, well, they're not saying nothing, or this happened or that happened, and ain't nobody saying nothing. It's a lot of conversations and a lot of action going on behind the scenes. All right. So just want to drop that little nugget on y'all. A round of applause. Stadium music, please. Yeah. All right. So, yeah, I'm like, I ain't gonna say I'm unprepared. I'm prepared as I'm gonna be. All right. Yeah, I just wanted to keep the timelines clean. Excuse me, y'all. So I don't have my vision check, but that doesn't mean that I don't have a vision check. So vision check. Doom. This is when I do the vision check thing. Anyway, February 6th, 2026. February 6th, 2026. February 6th, 2026. February 6th, 2026. Uh, 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 uh. February 6th, 2026. The Groove Suite action. Stadium music for the Groove Suite. I'm so thankful for the Groove Suite. Shouts out to Throwback Jams ENT. Shouts out to Teasy, LRK, Hannah, the Nest co-working space, and all the people that do come to the event. So that's the next edition. Every first Friday of the month is the Groove Suite. So this edition will be the Valentine's edition. So it's going to be a lot of love in the air. Please make sure you go get your tickets on Eventbrite. Let's see, where would it be at? HTTPS. I'm trying to get this right. The Groove Suite February.eventbrite.com. So that will be in the notes. But make sure you grab your ticket if you're in the Duval County area. That is 2 Fridays from now. Please make sure you come check it out. And also, let me explain something real quick. I feel like I have to explain the Groove Suite. Because I want people to understand the Groove Suite is not just a party, all right? It's really a cultural experience. And I'm going to do a better job at like letting people know that this is a cultural experience, all right? So with that being said, there are playlists out there that you can listen to. We do have a Facebook group that we do a lot of talking and just talking about music and stuff. We have a Discord page. It's a lot more to Groove Suite than just like coming to the party and getting your groove on. I love that people come for that aspect of it, but there is a cultural standpoint to it. So we'll love to grow it, and I would love for you guys and gals to come with me. So you're at the first step for coming to the party. But at the same time, too, there are more culturally things about it. So, we really be talking about this music over here, man. I got some good folks that really have some great music knowledge, as well as just music. A mindset of just know they know what good music is. Okay, so the Groove Suite. Make sure y'all come out February 6th, Stadium Music again. Yeah. All right. So that's the vision check. So, all right, y'all. I ain't gonna hold y'all too much longer. Thank y'all so much for hitting play and watching this, or listening to it, however you want to do it. Hopefully, when I do another one of these Clear Vision show, I'll be back in my set. But until then, this is the remix edition. So, thank y'all so much. Please make sure you follow Mr. Alpete. MrIP.com. Please make sure you go to MPN-LC.com. Oh, shots out. That's what I'm tripping. So it's like February 15th. February 15th marks 6 years that I made MPN. 6 years. And when I say that, meaning like I created a website, and we already had the business aspect of it, but to make like the MPN media aspect of it, 6 years this month. So another round of applause for that, man. 6 years. And I remember I said I wasn't even gonna do this. I had a long talk with an old friend. So and look where we at, old friend. We are here. We are here, but we still kicking and moving it, man, and readjusting, pivoting, wanting to burn some things down, but I was instructed not to burn everything down. So we're going to keep it like that. So, but nevertheless, go follow all the joints and follow the Groove Suite on Instagram. The Groove Suite has a page on MPN website. So go through there, check it out, man. See what the business is with it. We might resurface some things, but y'all definitely come through, man. So, all right. Y'all be good. Love y'all so much, man. Thank you so much for your support. We will try this again in February or maybe sooner than that. Who knows? But be good to yourselves and be good to others. All right. It's Mr. Alpete to the top.